Welcome, brave soul, to a month of chills and ghostly thrills. You've tuned into the Medium Matters, where we're celebrating the haunting season with a spine-tingling series that will leave you breathless. As the leaves turn crimson and the nights grow longer, we invite you to join us for a haunting journey through the supernatural. Get ready to explore the dark corners of history, meet restless spirits, and discover the secrets that lurk within the walls of some of the most haunted places. So say your prayers, dim the lights, and settle in for our Halloween frights. Oh, and don't forget to check under your bed. You never know who or what is lurking.
Happiest day, beautiful soul. Welcome back to The Medium Matters, the podcast where we're all mini mystics learning about the paranormal, the supernatural, and all the things together. And everyone is living their very best spine-tingly life. I'm your host, Chantel, and today we're diving into the dark corners of 5 more of the nation's most haunted locations. Get ready for a journey that will send chills right down your beautiful little spine and make you question everything you thought you knew about the supernatural. From the literary-inspired specters of the House of the Seven Gables to the restless spirits roaming Bonaventure Cemetery, we'll uncover the eerie tales that have captivated ghost hunters for generations. So turn down the lights, grab your favorite blankie, and let's prepare ourselves for some hair-raising stories, unexplained phenomena, and paranormal encounters, shall we? Our first stop takes us to Salem, Massachusetts, home of the infamous witch trials and the legendary House of the Seven Gables. This historic mansion, built in 1668, has captivated visitors for centuries with its rich history and eerie atmosphere. The house was originally constructed for Captain John Turner by Samuel Wardwell and remains in the Turner family for 3 generations. Its connection to the Salem witch trials and its influence on Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel of the same name have cemented its place in American literary and cultural history. But what truly sets this house apart are the paranormal experiences reported by staff and visitors alike. Many claim to feel an unexplained presence within the house, while others have witnessed more dramatic phenomena. One of the most frequently reported apparitions is that of a small boy, often seen playing in the attic or peeking out from upper floor windows. Some believe this spirit to be Julian, Nathaniel Hawthorne's son, though there's no record of him ever visiting the house. The secret staircase, built during the witch trial era as a potential escape route, is another hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of a man climbing up and down these hidden steps. Perhaps the most famous spectral resident is Susanna Ingersoll herself, Hawthorne's cousin who inspired many of the stories in his novel. Her spirit has been seen roaming the halls and gazing out of windows, seemingly still attached to her former home. Beyond these apparitions, lights turn on and off by themselves, water faucets activate without human intervention, and many visitors report an overwhelming sense of being watched. In a chilling twist, hidden rooms were discovered within the house, including a dining room where musicals and dances were once held. These secret spaces add another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic mansion. The House of the Seven Gables stands as a testament to Salem's dark history and the enduring power of a good ghost story. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, there's no denying the palpable sense of history and mystery that permeates this iconic American landmark. Our next destination takes us south to Savannah, Georgia, home to the hauntingly beautiful Bonaventure Cemetery. This 160-acre Victorian cemetery, established in 1846, is renowned for its stunning sculptures, ancient oak trees draped in Spanish moss, and, of course, its ghostly inhabitants. Bonaventure Cemetery gained international fame after being featured in John Barrett's book Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and the subsequent film adaptation. But long before its literary fame, this cemetery was known for its supernatural occurrences. One of the most famous spirits in Bonaventure is that of little Gracie Watson. Born in 1883, Gracie was the only child of W.J. Watson, manager of the Pulaski Hotel. Tragically, she died of pneumonia at just 6 years old. Her grieving father commissioned a life-size marble statue of Gracie, which still stands over her grave today. Visitors often report seeing Gracie's ghost playing among the tombstones or hearing the sound of a child's laughter when no children are present. Some claim to have seen the statue cry tears of blood, while others leave toys and trinkets at her grave to appease her restless spirit. Another frequently cited spirit is that of a man carrying a camera and a tripod. Witnesses describe him as wearing early 20th century clothing and seeming confused or even lost. Some speculate that he might be a photographer who died while working in the cemetery, forever doomed to wander its grounds in search of the perfect shot. Perhaps the most chilling tale from Bonaventure involves the statue known as the Screaming Statue. This marble figure of a woman is said to let out blood-curdling screams at night, particularly during full moons. Legend has it that the woman depicted in the statue was buried alive, and her screams are an eternal echo of her desperate cries for help. Beyond these specific apparitions, visitors to Bonaventure often report feeling sudden cold spots, even on the hottest Georgia days. Others claim to have captured orbs or mysterious figures in their photographs. The sound of disembodied footsteps crunching on gravel paths is also commonly reported, especially after dark. Bonaventure Cemetery's blend of natural beauty, historical significance, and paranormal activity makes it a must-visit location for any ghost hunter or history buff. As you walk among its ancient tombstones and moss-draped oaks, you can't help but feel the weight of history, and perhaps catch a glimpse of its spectral residents. Our journey now takes us to the dense forests of southern New Jersey, home to the legendary Pine Barrens. This vast 1.1 million acre expanse of pine trees, sandy soil, and dark bogs has been the source of countless legends and supernatural tales for centuries. The Pine Barrens, also known as the Pinelands, were once home to various industries, including iron and glass production. As they declined, many of the small towns were abandoned, leaving behind ghost towns that only add to the area's eerie atmosphere. No discussion of the Pine Barrens would be complete without mentioning its most famous resident, the Jersey Devil. This legendary creature is said to have the head of a goat, bat-like wings, and a forked tail. The most common origin story dates back to 1735. A woman named Mother Leeds, already with 12 children, was said to have cursed her 13th child, wishing it would be the devil. The child was born normal, but then transformed into a monster, killing the midwife before escaping up the chimney and into the Pinelands. Sightings of the Jersey Devil have been reported for centuries, with descriptions remarkably consistent over time. Witnesses report hearing blood-curdling screams in the night and seeing a large winged creature with glowing red eyes. The abandoned towns scattered throughout the Pine Barrens are said to be home to various ghostly inhabitants. One such town, Ong's Hat, is the center of numerous paranormal tales and even interdimensional travel theories. In the ghost town of Batstow Village, visitors have reported seeing the apparitions of former iron workers and hearing the phantom sounds of the old iron furnace roaring to life. Another notorious location within the Pine Barrens is the Blue Hole, a small but unusually deep lake near Winslow. Local legend claims it's a bottomless pit and a favorite haunt of the Jersey Devil. Some even believe it to be a portal to another dimension. Swimmers have reported feeling as if something was trying to pull them under, and there are tales of people and animals mysteriously disappearing in its waters. Beyond these specific locations and legends, the Pine Barrens as a whole seems to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. Hikers and campers often report strange lights in the sky, unexplained noises, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Some attribute these phenomena to the spirits of the Lenni Lenape Native Americans who once called this area home, while others believe the unique geology of the region might explain some of the unusual occurrences. The Pine Barrens remain a place of mystery and intrigue, where the line between legend and reality often blurs. Whether you're searching for the Jersey Devil or just enjoying the unique ecosystem, a trip to the Pinelands is sure to be an unforgettable experience. Our next stop takes us to the heart of America, specifically to Atchison, Kansas, home of the infamous McIntyre Villa. This imposing brick mansion, built in 1889 to 1890 by Irish immigrant John McIntyre, is considered one of the most haunted houses in Kansas. John McIntyre was a prominent businessman who made his fortune in the saddle and harness making industry. He built this grand Italianate mansion as a testament to his success, but little did he know it would become famous for reasons beyond its architectural beauty. The house's haunted reputation began to take shape after McIntyre's death in 1902. His second wife, Ida, continued to live in the house until her own passing in 1916. But following Ida's death, the house changed hands several times and was even used as a boarding house for a period of time. It's believed that several deaths occurred within the walls of McIntyre Villa over the years, including suicides and accidental deaths, and it's believed these tragic events have contributed to the house's paranormal activity. One of the most frequently reported apparitions is that of a woman in Victorian-era clothing believed to be Ida McIntyre herself. Visitors have seen her standing at windows, particularly in the tower room, or gliding down the grand staircase. Another common sighting is of a young girl, often heard giggling or peeking around corners. Some speculate this could be the spirit of a child who died in the house during its time as a boarding house. Male apparitions have also been reported, including a tall, imposing figure thought to be John McIntyre himself, often seen in the study or library areas of the house. Beyond these apparitions, McIntyre Villa exhibits a wide range of paranormal activity. Visitors and investigators have reported unexplained footsteps and knocking sounds, doors opening and closing on their own, objects moving without human intervention, sudden and extreme temperature drops, feelings of being watched or touched, and even electronic equipment malfunctioning or batteries draining rapidly. One particularly active area is the basement, where many visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread or even malevolence. Some sensitives have suggested that a negative entity might reside in this lower level of the house. In recent years, McIntyre Villa has become a popular destination for paranormal investigators and ghost hunting teams. Many have captured compelling evidence, including EVPs, unexplained shadows on video, and anomalies in photographs. The current owners have embraced the house's haunted reputation, offering tours and even allowing overnight stays for the brave. Many who have spent the night report experiencing paranormal activity, from hearing disembodied voices to seeing full-bodied apparitions. McIntyre Villa stands as a testament to the enduring power of ghost stories and the human fascination with the unknown. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there is no denying the palpable sense of history and perhaps something more that permeates this grand, old Kansas mansion. Our final destination takes us to Mansfield, Ohio, home of the Ohio State Reformatory. This massive structure, built between 1886 and 1910, served as a functional prison until 1990 and has since become one of the most notorious haunted locations in the United States. The reformatory was designed to be a place of rehabilitation for young first-time offenders. However, over the years, it became overcrowded and conditions deteriorated, leading to its eventual closure. During its operation, the prison saw its fair share of violence, death, and suffering, elements that many believe contribute to its current haunted status. Throughout its history, the Ohio State Reformatory was the site of numerous violent incidents. Inmates were subjected to harsh punishments, including time in the hole, a solitary confinement area known for its brutal conditions. Several murders occurred within the prison walls, including the killing of a superintendent and his family by 2 paroled inmates. The reformatory is rife with reported paranormal activity, but certain areas seem to be particularly active. Let's start in the West Wing. This area housed the most dangerous criminals and is known for intense feelings of dread and even anger. Visitors often report feeling watched and even pushed by unseen forces. Next up, we have the East Wing. This is home to the world's largest freestanding steel cell block and is known for disembodied voices and the sound of cell doors slamming shut on their own. Moving on, let's head to the superintendent's quarters. This is where the superintendent and his family were murdered. Visitors have reported seeing full-bodied apparitions and even hearing unexplained noises. Lastly, the chapel. Many have experienced feelings of peace in this area, but others have reported seeing shadow figures and hearing whispered prayers. Over the years, staff, visitors, and paranormal investigators have reported a wide range of experiences at the Ohio State Reformatory. Some of the most common experiences include shadowy figures moving through cell blocks, disembodied voices and whispers, unexplained cold spots and temperature fluctuations, feelings of being watched or touched, objects moving on their own, and electronic equipment malfunctioning. One of the most famous spirits is that of a 14-year-old boy who allegedly died in the chair used for tuberculosis patients. Visitors have reported seeing his apparition and feeling a sense of sadness in the area where the chair was located. Since its closure as a prison, the Ohio State Reformatory has become a popular destination for paranormal investigators and ghost hunting teams. Many have captured compelling evidence, including EVPs, unexplained shadows on video, and anomalies in photographs. The Reformatory has also gained fame through pop culture. It was used as a filming location for several movies, most notably The Shawshank Redemption. Some believe this increased attention has only amplified the paranormal activity at the site. Today, the Ohio State Reformatory offers tours including ghost hunts and overnight stays for those brave enough to spend a night in this haunted structure. Whether you're a history buff, a paranormal enthusiast, or just curious about the unknown, a visit to this former prison is sure to leave a very lasting impression. And that, my friend, is our creepy episode featuring 5 more haunted places in America. So, the next time you find yourself near one of these locations, why not take a tour? Who knows? You might just have your own paranormal encounter to add to the rich tapestry of ghost stories that surround these fascinating places. If you enjoyed this episode, and I really hope that you did, please follow for more and share it with the ones you like and love, because sharing is caring. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for our very last mini-sode in the month of October, because we are bringing all the tricks and treats and you don't want to miss out. Until next time, this is Chantel with The Media Matters, reminding you to keep your sage stick in hand and your salt ring sealed because, well, you know, sweet dreams.